Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 306 of Grown Women Gaming. And as you can see, we have some new faces here. They're not new. They might be new to us, but not new to our chat, but not new to us. These are two of the gentlemen from Longhouse podcast, and they will be chopping it up with us today. But first, we're going to introduce the ladies, and we're going to go across. So that'd be Lady.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning / afternoon, everybody. This is me, Lady Infamous 415. We played a few games this week. Last night, me and LBOOGIE, we played Battlefield 2042, and it was real
on PCs.
On PC,
fancy
PCs. You know, dual, like two people.
Yeah. So right. I'm gonna tell you, I had fun. I just had to adjust my settings a little bit because it's PC. But that last fight, I mean, we was drilling them lives, and I don't believe we won. I don't believe we won that.
Yeah, they had like the other team. You know how it is with Battlefield, how you like have the objectives or whatever, and they had totally pushed us all the way back to the wall, and somehow we held them.
Yeah, so that was awesome. Also played some Warzone, a lot this week actually. I've been playing Warzone more than I've been playing multiplayer as of late, and I don't know. I don't know. It was just something that I was like, let me just play some more. Rebirth rotations. Resurgence rotations. So those were the most that I was playing, like with the maps and stuff. What else did I play? I played a little bit of Elden Ring. Just look. I'm trying to do something real crazy for the final boss of DLC. I'm not trying to touch the boss. I'm making a build that will require me not to touch him and let my mimic do all the work. Let my mimic do. Let the mimic. The mimic.
Let the mimic do the work. Right.
Yeah.
But you're gonna be casting, right? Still.
Mm-hmm. So I got to get a couple of spells, a couple of talismans, and a crystal tier from one of them fire giants. So that's walking around. So I have to get that as well.
Well, we need to do that shit together then. I'm just saying, like if we get tiers and stuff, I'm gonna hop in so that I can get a tier too, you know.
And then we can switch and we can get each other the tiers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, I played some Starfield. Yo, I love the game because how immersive it is. I played it on my Xbox. The thing is, you can get lost so quick. And I wish there was a little bit better with, locating certain areas for the missions. But other than that, the stories are always good. The dialogue is always deep. It's just a chill and vibe time to play, which is cool. What else did I play this week? We Never Yield. Ariel's night game on PC. It came out.
Remember what I played? Shit.
So we played that, and it's a great experience. I have to play again after the patch. He just did a PC patch. I hope that's the patch that I need to do what I need to do in the game. It's a great experience on that. Always support the homie. And that's basically it for me this week.
All right. Miss LBOOGIE.
LBOOGIE 0208. Good morning, everyone. So I too was playing Never Yield. I actually received a code from them. So I've been playing on my Steam Deck. And the game was glitchy. I haven't played it since the patch, which I told myself to do before we had the show. But what I do like is the progression of the game, like how it gets like harder each time. Because I think when I first went through and after I got the hang of the controls, right? Because it is kind of hard because you're controlling two people, right? There's like a coordination aspect to it. Like, I don't know if you guys ever played Manual Samuel, right? Like so it's like, really? Okay, so with Manual Samuel, you're like controlling his arms and his legs and making him breathe and everything, you know what I mean? So like you actually have to like have like coordination, right? While you're playing. So there is a bit of that in his game, but it keeps getting harder and harder. So, I die a lot, but I am enjoying the game. I'm going to keep playing it with the patch. And thank you. Shout out to Never Yield. And let's see. Played Call of Duty. I haven't touched Elden Ring for the last 2 weeks, I think. And that's probably because ZZZ came out, Zenless Zone Zero, which is a mobile game, which I don't even play mobile games, but I don't. It's not really a mobile game, right? Because it's on PS5, it's on PC, but it's also on your tablet. And because it's on all those places, I literally play on like everything. Actually, not PS5 though. So I played on my PC, on my tablet a lot because it's easy. And then I played on my Steam Deck, which I do enjoy, but it crashes. And I don't think there's going to be a fix for that because it's not really for the Steam Deck. And I'm just kind of like making it play on there. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, Zenless has been my game because I can just play wherever.
All right, Mr. Lala.
Okay, yeah, so for me, hopefully you all can hear me. I've been trying to get my settings adjusted over here, but DELILAH HD here. I've been playing The Last Descendant. Playing as Bunny. I'm level 28.
Oh, girl, you was really loving that game.
I was waiting. I wanted to hear I wanted to hear your input on that game.
The first 15 levels, I was having a great time. Like I'm like, okay, this is cool. Different pacing. The enemies are spongy, but it's not too bad. You know, I felt like my character was progressing. Once you get past that, though, it's like then you start really feeling the microtransaction, the grindiness of that game. Like every little thing that you need. It's like micromanaging every little thing in order to even get better weapons. It's wild. Like I don't know. The gameplay loop is decent. It's not all that, you know. You could tell they took a lot from Destiny, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I want more character customization, and it's just not there.
Oh my god, that was what threw me off.
Yeah, because it's like everybody looks the same, and you could tell people who just, you know, was like bumping and just spent money just to look cool. Yeah, and it's just like, come on, man. And then just the way you have to get new weapons, you have to literally get different material in order to fabricate or create the weapon. Then once you get the weapon, you have to spend more to even upgrade it to get it to the proper level. And it's just like, now granted, they are cool, but it's the most. And then like some of the raids and stuff, they're grandiose and fun, but yeah, it's like it's missing something to make itself stand out amongst, like, I feel like, because we've seen it before, right? But like with Destiny and stuff, so I feel like we've seen it before. And so it's the way they do the microtransactions, and where you have to kind of like buy material or locate material. And what's crazy with the material is you have to unlock areas of the map in order to even get to that area to get that specific material. So it's super grindy, and that's where I'm at now. But I was having fun at first, right? Even with following the story and like what's going on there. And you know, they did a really good job with like the cutscenes and stuff. And I'm just not fully bought into the gameplay loop, though. I think that's where I'm at. But
I have to ask.
Keeps pulling me back in, though. Like it's like it hits this endorphin in my brain. It's like, okay, I want to get the next thing. I want to get the next thing. But it's like at the same time, I just shake my head the whole time. It's like, man, why am I still playing this? You know, it's wild. So I'm level 28. That's how I got there. It was because of that. And but I promise that like once I get to 30, I'm probably gonna drop the game. I'm probably gonna just pivot to something else. Because I got way too, my backlog is crazy. I'm trying to knock out Outer Worlds DLC. I beat the game finally. And so now I'm kind of just trying to finish the Peril of Gargon. I think it's the one that I'm on. And so yeah, it's cool trying to finish those because I'm hyped for Avowed, and so I want to finish the Obsidian's game before Avowed drops, which they haven't specified a date yet, but I definitely want to kind of get it out of the backlog before that drop. I
was gonna ask you, do you think that like those games like First Descendant, that they fail essentially because they try to only mimic the grindiness of Destiny? Because we've seen like a lot of games that try to mimic Destiny, right?
Yeah, and like how in Destiny you at least have supers and the way they do the classes and stuff. You have somewhat that here, but not quite. Like you have your basic move set, but then there's no super. Like it's you have to like unlock certain things to get certain abilities, but it's like, I don't know. It's not. I feel like it doesn't respect my time.
Is it because there's like not? Because there's a flashiness to Destiny, right? Like,
yeah.
And
right.
Then,
it don't have that. It doesn't have that. It
There's
doesn't
no
have
drip.
that.
No drip.
Yeah, it doesn't have that. Like
no
you
drip.
don't. At some
No
point in
drip.
Destiny, you get powerful. You start feeling like a god,
right? Right.
You can wipe a whole floor like with just your special. Nah, you're not doing that in this game. You're not.
Okay. Yeah.
You know.
Which means that you like rely on people, right? To
but they did a good job with the way you connect to the multiplayer. I think every other game should do that. Like when you start a raid or you start a mission that's multiplayer, you could just jump in and it's like everybody. It's dope. More games should do it that way. Destiny need to do that because to me, that would work for Destiny. Like I'm like, I don't know why Destiny didn't think it is because it's so good. Like you just can say whether you want to go in private or publicly, and you can run solo dolo. Your awards won't be as great, but you still get something for running it solo. And so the fact that you can play all parts of the game solo is great. Destiny, you can't do that. You have to be like, I need 5 people to run this raid, or I need 6 more people in order to get through this one section. Like. It's just different, and you could tell they literally took Destiny and picked it apart like piece by piece. Like, okay, we want this.
When you come into the first like hub area, I was like, there goes Zavala on that.
Right. Sent right to the side, there.
It was like right where they made you go and everything. I'm like, yo, this.
You know what? Y'all joking, but they literally did. They even took Destiny's icons and used them for their
whole flow, huh?
Yeah.
Bar for bar, like it's wild. So I mean, I what's interesting though is like, it's like I kind of understand why they did, because Destiny is like Destiny's popular, like everyone knows that formula. But it went deeper. Like it's even some of the modes, like some of the modes you play in First Sin. It's like, dude, they were blatant with some of the just. We gonna take this and we gonna take that. Even some of the gun designs, I'm like, yo, hold on, So it's interesting, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm thinking once I hit 30, I'm probably done with it because I don't feel like grinding to unlock the characters, and I'm definitely not paying for them.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Because you have to get the material to unlock a new character. You got to get all the things to fabricate a certain thing, and it's like, I'm not doing this. And I don't even have the world unlocked yet to even do it. So that's where I'm at. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else? I think that's it. And what's on the list though for today is Flintlock. So I'm definitely interested to hear like your opinions on what y'all think about that game. But that's it for me.
It's a topic, right?
No, but I played it, so I'll figure my quick rundown, and then we're gonna jump into I guess real quick. All right. It's your girl CHAREECE here, and I wasn't here last week, so I got 2 weeks worth of games to go through, so we're gonna make this quick as I can. ZZZ, Flintlock, Genshin, oh my god, Wuthering Waves, I jumped back on that one. Steam Deck all the time because I was out of the country for a while.
Where'd you go out of the country?
Oh, man, thank you for asking. Hey, I had to go celebrate it was my anniversary, my daughter's graduation, and apparently we decided to take our family with us.
Y'all put it all in one, huh?
Yeah,
all in one. I asked her, I said, hey, do you want to go on your class trip or do you want to go with your family? And she picked the family. I probably wouldn't have done that.
So your daughter probably like how I was in high school, like, man, born them folks, I'm done with them. Like
that's literally what she said. She was like, I'm done. I don't want to see them no more.
Right. That's all it was.
She came
moving on with my life. I'm done.
Like, she came with us. So I told my the Steam Deck is like the best thing. I should have been got that thing. I'm so glad y'all told me to get that. Of course, my mobile games. Anybody loving Deep Space? Play that one right there. You'll thank me later. Not Delilah and Boogie though. Lady, you'll thank me later.
They don't like that type of games? Why not Delilah and Boogie?
That ain't that type of game. That ain't deal. I don't know.
I'm glad you know.
Boogie,
glad you know.
Maybe. But not Delilah. All right. So introduction to our guests. I know, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know there's supposed to be 3 people in the Longhouse podcast, but somebody had a family emergency, so we hope everything is okay.
Mhm.
And we'll invite them back again so we can have the whole crew here. But first of all, we want to introduce Supernova. So again, introduce yourself and tell us what you have played this week.
I go by Supernova, as you know, from the Longhouse Gaming Podcast. And what I've been playing this week, I finally finished Mullet Mad Jack. I don't know if y'all heard of that one. It's like
no, but you can enlighten us. Like
yeah. So it's like Hotline Miami meets like Hades. So it's like a roguelike.
I'm saying, yeah, you already got the
lady.
You guys send the game, please. Yeah.
Nah, it's clean, man. So you're living in a world that you kind of got to live off of like dopamine. So you need to have like a dopamine hit every 10 seconds. So you're sliding through these levels, trying to level up and get different items and stuff to make the next run better, just like, you know, the normal roguelites. But it's hilarious. It got a lot of like 90s and 80s type of stuff going throughout it. The music is dope. They got some, you know, they cooking over there on that game, man.
For sure.
Yeah, and outside of that, Once Human, decided to hop on that a little bit instead of the First Descendant, because Scale and I also played First Descendant a little bit. The first time I played it solo. I kind of was like, it's missing something. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's missing something. And I think it's potentially playing with the homies, because it made it better, but it didn't make it stick for me, to be honest, that First Descendant. So, but Once Human is pretty cool. It's a MMO RPG. It's pretty dope. You like you had a question. What do you had a question?
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, because is it for me? I think it's the enemies, like the way they feel, like the sponginess of them. It's something about it. Feel too. They're not. It's like they're not dense enough. If that makes sense. They feel super like. Even your attacks doesn't feel punchy. You know how when you're doing melee attacks in Destiny, and you could really feel the impact, because Destiny's like Halo, right? You feel the impact of a melee. Whereas in First Descendant, you do a melee attack and it feel like, okay, nothing happened. Like they just kind of move out the way, and it's you don't feel the impact, no rumble or nothing. Like it just feels weird.
It feels off. Like even when you're jumping, it just feels a little bit off. Like my character shouldn't be looking and feeling like this. So I get it, you know. So it's not. I got a couple other homies that's still trying it out, but I don't know if I could dedicate a lot of time, because that Once Human is eating. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's free too, so it's a free MMORPG. So how can you go wrong with that one?
I might write that one down real quick.
You feel me? So outside of that one, the new game type on League of Legends called Swarm. Scale and I was on that this morning. It's pretty cool. Another roguelike kind of arena shooter where they kind of reimagine the game, the characters that they already have in the world. And it's pretty cool, man. It got me to jump back into League, for a little bit. But that's all.
What was the mode called again?
Swarm. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
All right, and next up is Mr. Black Skeleton.
Yo, I go by Black Skeleton with 2 Qs. This week I've been playing a lot. Low key, I've been eating off the Game Pass, because that is the best deal.
Right? God, the meal.
I'm eating. I got backlogged in a day because of Game Pass. I've literally been playing Flintlock, Dungeons of Hinterberg, and
how was that?
How was that?
It's great. It's really good. I'm enjoying. I'm having to put separate time into each of them because I only have so much time. But if I had a handheld, that Hinterberg I'd be playing that all the time on the handheld.
Downloading it.
Go ahead and get it.
Download on the handheld for sure. The Flintlock.
But you can stream it, CHAREECE.
I know, right?
You don't have to download it to your Steam Deck. You just stream it from your Xbox straight to the Stream Deck.
I know. The best thing of the world.
It's a $5 app. It's a $5 app, but it's worth $5.
Y'all just didn't put.
Well, no, I have done that.
Okay, it's not the same.
It's not the same. It's like
it literally streams your Xbox,
right? So I'm not like having to,
You know, because if Microsoft actually did cloud gaming and to put everything on cloud gaming, I wouldn't have had to spend my $5.
Basically,
talk that talk.
That's basically what it is. Like the games that I can't play on cloud, like that's how I do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to, okay, all right. I have to check the internal brand,
We got that one too. We got the brand too. It's we got to do a little backdoor too, because
Okay. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, finish your list.
Oh yeah. But I played the Path of the Goddess as well. Also,
I'm about to play that after this. So please tell me, is it Souls-like?
No, the Path of the no. The
Okay.
Path of the Goddess is more of a no, not at all. No, it's more of a tower, kind of a tower defense, but you're only guarding one person, and the art style, and it's beautiful. It's a grotesquely beautiful game. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it's so cool. It's
tower defense.
Slightly. See, don't get turned off by it. Like it's slightly
heavy, like
slight. Because like tower defense, you're trying to put your people up and do this and this and that. But this one, you have the goddess that you're trying to protect, and she's moving. So like you're moving tower defense as well, and you're still going around fighting. Like the combat is sweet. Like
we gonna find out real soon.
And that's Game Pass too, right?
Yep.
Man, listen.
Yeah. Game Pass, man, best deal in game. That's what I'm saying. People complain about the price and all that, dude. It's worth the price.
Yeah, even with the price hike, it's like.
Yeah. That's one of my automatic
deals. Ultimate, right? Like I don't get the argument that like PC, because I've seen like a ton of people who are like, well, PC is getting more value. Not necessarily, because if I like as a consumer, if I have PC and an Xbox, Ultimate is the best value in that structure. And like you're not gonna get cloud gaming through just the PC Game Pass. So I don't see why there's like this, they're getting more. I don't really see it as that.
I don't see it as more, but I don't have a console and I only play on PC, so I am getting the deal. So I kind of feel them, but not at the same time. But I understand your point too. If you do have both, then they're not getting the deal. But I only have one, so it seems like I'm getting a deal. But if I had a console, I would pay the $20. Like I just would. It would still be the best. It's still the best deal regardless. Like no matter what, it's still the best deal. But to say all that, I've just been eating off the Game Pass, man. It's sweet. I'm playing Valorant and the League of Legends Swarm type with Nova. It's been good. I've been having 2024 is a great year to be a gamer. Just being honest.
Most definitely.
Facts. And just saving money, period. And
that part.
Yeah, that's really what it is. That's really what it is.
Mm-hmm. Every time I hop online, he's playing something new every day, pretty much.
Yeah.
He be waiting.
It's mostly coming from the Game Pass. They'll just drop 3 random games in there, and they're not like big games sometimes, but they just drop like Steam World Dig 2. I don't know if people are fans of Metroidvanias. Yeah, it's actually a really good game. Wait,
it's a Metroidvania though?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I remember that.
It's one of the most like complex because you're doing digging at the same time, but it has the same elements to it for sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm a huge Metroidvania fan, so I'll probably get out on a peek.
For sure.
All right, so are we gonna do a mini interview for our two people?
Yeah.
First up, your top 5.
No, go ahead. I had an extra question, but I'll wait till you do your questions first.
Okay, cool. Your top 5 games and or franchises. Top 5. That's all you get. You get one honorable mention, but that's all you get. So, what are your top 5?
Let's see. 5. I will go with franchises. So maybe Halo.
Okay.
Gears of War.
Listen.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Switch it up a little bit. Since I was a kid, Final Fantasy I used to love Final Fantasy.
Okay. Which one was the best one?
7.
All right, I fucks with you. Okay.
You said Teal though. Teal win because you said.
I'm not even gonna do it to him like that.
Which one? I heard that. Was it 16, 13, or
me? It was 15, man. When they had you riding that big caddy that could run.
No. After 13, it was a problem. It was an issue.
Oh my god.
No, wait, just for that, you lost some points. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, I'm like, all right, let me get to some action. They had us whipping the caddy, running out of gas.
And you have to put gas in it, though. I was like, bro, I broke down one time. I was like, oh no, I actually have to go run and get gas. Oh,
They told you this, though.
You're right, but still.
Sometimes you don't know how bad it's gonna be until you in it. And I was like, all right, it's a cool concept. I got to get gas for the car. But then after a while, I'm like, all right, I'm about to run out of gas. I don't feel like doing this. I just want a quest. But I got to figure out this whole other thing before I could get back to the story. It just wasn't for me. I heard they went back later. and release some DLC to kind of alleviate some of that, because I wasn't the only one that was feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Final Fantasy, dope series though.
All right, you got 2 more.
God of War series and the Mario franchise, bro. Last but not least, Mario Odyssey is one of my favorite games of all time. So that, and honorable mention, Killer Instincts, man.
Nice.
Oh, you got the Killer Instinct queen over here. Where's she at? Right here. The Killer Instinct
you got it. That's right here. That's me. Wow. I mean, that's interesting that you pick Killer Instinct. I'm a little bit surprised. Like I didn't hear like any Metroids or any Zeldas or anything like that. But hey, sure list.
Yeah. I do like those games though. I love some Zelda and some Metroid, but this is what came to my mind first. So
hey, that's what we going.
Killer Instinct, fire.
For sure.
So I'm pretty sure you like the Xbox version of the game. Do you play it like ranked and stuff like that, or you just?
I haven't played that game in some years. I'm not gonna lie. Like when it first dropped, I loved it. I was in there, but I fell off the gaming for a while until we started the podcast. So
okay,
gave me a good excuse to get back into gaming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's still one of my go-tos. Sometimes when I'm just want to just like turn my brain off and play something, I throw in Killer Instinct and just play Killer Instinct.
So you out here dropping ultra combos with your brain off?
Who's your main though? Who's your main?
Work it.
Oh man, I'm a Sadira main.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
I would have.
All right. What's your top 5, Black?
Top 5. I think I'm gonna try to probably do franchise as well. I have Halo in there as a franchise. Ooh. I have BioShock as a franchise. I have
BioShock. Wow.
Zelda
BioShock good.
Franchise for sure. Zelda, Twilight Princess in particular is my favorite one. I have GTA as a franchise. Where am I at on numbers? Is that 4?
That's number 4.
That's number 4. I have Elder Scrolls as a franchise. And then for my this is the honorable mention. Honorable mention is going to be the Souls, like any other Souls games.
Wow.
Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne,
Sekiro.
Yeah,
is that a franchise or a genre?
Yeah, it's a genre.
I don't know if you can count that because that's not a franchise.
Yes.
Who does Souls?
Well, the Souls, your Dark Souls and stuff like that, but that excludes like Sekiro and some of those other ones.
Elden Ring.
You tried to slide.
I'll swap it for Call of Duty franchise.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God! How'd you do that?
You know what? I might let the Souls game slide through.
You went.
You're right. You know what? We just for you, sir. We'll let the Souls games slide through as your honorable mention.
It's either one for me.
You want to eliminate Call of Duty?
No offense.
Modern Warfare 1 and 2 are legendary to me, and Black Ops Nuketown. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Legendary for sure.
All right, and now for our second question: if you had your last meal, well, yeah.
Ooh. No, it's more like what is like your
favorite meal?
Yeah, not no last.
What is your favorite? What is your favorite meal?
Because last meal is different.
She said if you locked down.
Hey, what would you eat? But no, she got a point though. So, what is your favorite meal?
Ooh. Scale, you got one off the top? I need to think about this one.
Oh my God.
I got one.
Before you say anything, I have to tell you that everyone we ask this question to has a harder time with this question than the previous question.
Which is kind of crazy, I know.
Yeah.
I think mine would be the first thing that popped in my head is unagi, which is just rice and eel. I love that. But I think I would, for favorite is just any type of rice and any type of protein. I'm a big rice and I love rice. Any type of protein, it's just good to me. And you can fry rice. Chicken fried rice. You can give me just as simple. Like I love
just
rice
give me the
rice.
rice.
Yeah. So that'd be my long-term favorite meals, I guess.
Okay.
And for me, I would go with steak and whatever. Rice, salad, potatoes.
You got expensive
medium
taste.
Rare. Right? Yeah, that's my jam. If I wouldn't get as big as a house, I would eat that all the time. Blood pressure would be through the roof, but it would be so good.
Do we want to go through ours real quick? I mean,
Yeah.
I want to hear. Yeah.
I guess I'll go ahead. I absolutely love Mexican food. Is my favorite food, type of food. But I love nachos, specifically Texas fajita nachos, which is like nachos with the shrimp, chicken, and steak in it, with the sauteed bell pepper, onion, and the queso.
Yeah, that sounds like expensive taste.
It's good though, boss. Like
So good.
it's
So
too
good.
good. So yeah, I love nachos. That's my thing. I can eat nachos every day. Yeah. All right, Boogie.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So in the same genre, I love me some Mexican food, but tacos. Like uno, dos, tres, carta tacos. Don't forget the rice and beans on the platos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lady, what you got?
My favorite meal.
Yeah.
It's a Cuban meal. It's a Cuban meal. I love Cuban food. So it's this thing. I'm gonna say it in Spanish and I'll translate it. It's bistec empanizado con arroz, frijoles negros, ensalada de aguacate, yuca con ajo, salsa de ajo con una ensalada. So it's like breaded beef steak, breaded like chicken fried steak with white rice, black beans, avocado salad. It's this starchy potato called a yuca. We have that with garlic. It's a garlicky, citrusy sauce with olive oil and just some plantains. I could eat that forever.
Plantains, girl. Oh, got me.
I mean, well, you ain't gotta eat them.
I know. I mean, I love plantains. What I'm saying is, I love them. Don't get it twisted. I love them.
Oh yeah, the hard ones with
got me thinking because I always get like oxtails with the rice with the plantain. Listen,
yeah, some like them sweet.
I can't eat like that now, but whatever.
No, you can eat it just a little bit of it. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's what I
have to break it up into 4 meals in order to enjoy.
You can. You absolutely can.
I would love to order that. Like, is there a simpler way to because there ain't no way I'm not gonna hold you. It sounds good.
Okay,
tell me what to say.
Absolutely delicious, but you got to find a Cuban restaurant that be able to do that. If not, I can send you some recipes of how to make it, and
ain't no
you
way.
can go for it.
I mean, that sounds so complex.
It's not complex. Nothing in the step. The only thing is probably the most complex is to marinate the steak overnight. But then you just fry it up like would you do like a fried chicken or a fried fish. You make some black beans and rice. I mean.
Yeah, but it's like not just the can. We put in like a lot of seasonings. I think that
you got to make a sofrito and all that. Yeah. You got to make a sofrito and all that. Yeah.
Well, you can make one, but who is it? There's a brand called Luisa, and they make a good sofrito, and they also make a pozole and whatnot. They don't have all the extra dots in it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Send the recipe on over then. We'll see.
All right, CHAREECE.
I don't even know because I don't have a favorite food. I don't even know.
Oh yeah, that's right. Her palate is limited, y'all.
Yeah, she got like a list of foods she don't eat.
So I don't have a favorite food. I don't know.
And
you lying?
Vegetables.
You lying?
Do you have a least favorite food?
No, she gotta have a favorite. She gotta have a favorite.
I don't like vegetables. I don't. I eat them because again, I have a child and I had to make sure she ate them, and now she's a vegetarian. But
that is so off.
It's so weird. Like that's how I know I failed as a parent because my child's a vegetarian. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm weird. I know this.
You're not gonna say anything.
We still haven't gotten a favorite food.
Let me see. Like if I
don't say no shit like no coon or no shit like that.
Right. Actually, if my uncle's cooking it, yeah. Because you can't just eat everybody's food. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm quite sure you can't eat just anyone's coon.
That's right. Actually, you need to make sure if they cleaned it properly.
Man, listen.
That's as important.
That is very important.
My brain is like trying to figure that out in my head. Is like
no, when you go
because then I'm thinking like, so where did you get this, motherfucker?
Right.
You went out to the woods and caught it. They don't sell it in the grocery store.
Yeah, I know.
So, somebody caught it and cleaned
Lord.
it.
With all the shit in the forest, why y'all catching food?
Look here. I don't make the rules.
That's
I'm
some
not
country
catching
country right
There's
there,
a bunch
man.
of
That's
rabbits and shit, and y'all catching raccoons.
because I don't know. Rabbits are small. You're trying to feed a family. I don't look here. I don't make the rules.
Who's
I
that
just
big?
eat
You
it.
look like you're
I
talking about.
know. Delilah, you there with me? I'm sitting there like, I still don't get it.
I'm sorry, y'all. This is part of our private conversations. Where's my list at, people? Where's the list?
You
at?
still haven't gotten to your favorite, dude. I'm still like,
Because I don't have
We're
You could have said
waiting.
peaches. You could have said wings. You could have said anything.
Okay, well, let's go there because I do crave wings all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Wings are solid.
I do
Wings
like
is a solid choice.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
All right,
Appetizer.
but I have to ask, like, with what? Just plain wings, or
I know.
like, do you
No.
have a
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
flavor?
You got a sauce. You got a favorite sauce that you like?
No, because I tried
Drums,
different sauces all the time.
flats, like,
Right, all
Yeah.
flats.
And
No,
what we order
I
these
do a
wings?
mix. I do a mix if it's possible, like half flats, half
Okay, yeah.
drumsticks. And I try different sauce every time that way because I don't have a favorite. So I just like different. I like the different flavors. So I try different sauce every time.
Yeah, I love a Cajun dry rub or lemon pepper wet with the y'all.
Hey, look,
With the ranch, listen. Fire, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're finna jump into our topics.
I had a
Oh
question.
yes, lady had a question.
My question for you fellas is, how did you guys started your podcast? Like the origin.
yeah.
How do you start?
Yeah.
You wanna tell them about it, Scale, or you want me to tell them about it?
Like I need to know details too. Like how'd y'all come together as a collective to be like, yeah, we gonna do this thing?
yeah.
You can tell them.
So Skellington and Black Viking are like actual brothers, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I met them when we were like kids. So
That's y'all
pretty much
y'all
elementary
deep with
school.
it.
Yeah. So we all grew up together. You know what I'm saying? So I've known them for a very long time. But late last year, Black Viking was like, "Hey man, we always talk about video games anyway. Like, why don't we just start a podcast and do the same thing? You know, because we have differing opinions, you know, on everything. We're not just always just the same." So he was like, "Man, we should start a podcast, and we should also like, do something cool and like for the kids, you know, the Boys and Girls Club and stuff." So I'm like, "Hey, this is a great idea." Scale was on board, and we just decided at the beginning of December to go ahead and start. And we here, man. We been blessed with the wonderful community and awesome people such as yourselves. You know, decide to invite us on, man. It's been a dream come true so far. So. Yeah,
that's so dope. I did not know that y'all actually related and like,
right?
childhood friends type stuff. That's dope. That's so fun.
Yeah.
That's probably why you guys have like a similar like
it's the synergy,
vibe.
right? Like
Yeah. Because I feel that you could tell that like y'all get along outside of the podcast. You know what I mean? Like you guys
chemistry is the word I was looking for. Like
Yeah.
there's a certain level of chemistry with you all.
Yeah, they like my brothers for real. So it's been super awesome to start something so cool and interesting with somebody some people that's so close. You know what I mean? So it don't even feel like work sometimes. We just hop on, chop it up, and we just it works out. Just before you know it, 2 hours is gone, and we about to move on to the next thing, man. So
that's how I feel about my ladies here. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, it feels so natural with them through the podcast and just conversing with them, even outside of the show. It's just, it's heartwarming. It's just great. It's a everyday occurrence for us. We talk all the time, even outside of this. So it's you feel it when it's natural, when it feels
yeah.
Great
We can say
genuine. When it feels genuine.
Right.
Yeah, like we can definitely tell through y'all stuff too, and y'all have your own, thing that you got going on. I see Lady Infamous throwing shots downrange all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to y'all, man.
I low-key got anger issues. I'm sorry. I had to take that one, right?
She said, "I'm on Battlefield 2022." Yeah.
I like how she said low key. Like,
right.
Maybe sometimes they're not that low key.
Yeah, it's high. It's high key.
Right? High key.
It'd be like that.
Yeah,
it's all right. We still love you, lady. No, we love you. We love you.
I love y'all too.
This is so extra. Yeah. Come on, girl. Shoot.
All right. For our first topic, it was announced this week that actually this is for me and Boogie, because again, cloud gaming. I don't know if anybody remember, but if you are like searching on an Xbox game on the website and it pulls up and you can automatically play it from that website, part of the cloud gaming feature. Now GeForce you can play it now through GeForce, and that is, which one is that? Is that NVIDIA?
NVIDIA.
There you go.
That is, you talking about
NVIDIA.
Hey. Streaming service. So now you have the choice to play between either one of those. Just want to get everybody's opinion, like, or on cloud gaming. Period. Does anybody else use cloud gaming besides me and Boogie?
I use it sometimes, depending on what it is.
Travel purposes only. When I travel purposes, that's when I
use it for testing like games on Game Pass. Like you don't want to install it. Like, let me just try this real quick on cloud and then see if I like it. If I like it, then I download it.
That's pretty much how I use it too. I just recently picked up a couple Fire TV 4K Maxes because of the new thing. Yeah. So, and they had them at half price, man. And I already got like a bunch of Fire TV sticks. I got them things everywhere around the house. I even got one.
Yeah, but the 4K ones, them the ones you want.
Yeah, I had the 4K, but I didn't have the 4K Max. I had the old school 4K one.
What's the difference? Like, what does the Max do? What does the Max say?
Exactly. I think it's just a little bit stronger. You know what I mean? It's hard to differentiate.
I feel like somebody got scammed.
They got you on the marketing. They
added a couple extra buttons to the controller. That's about it. To be honest, that's all I can really notice. But because one difference I did notice that the Xbox app, you can't get it on the old school 4K one. You have to get it at least on the 2023 4K one. And then you can also get it on the 4K Max. So I decided to pick two of the Maxes up just to see. But it's actually not bad, man. I have one in the room. I have one downstairs. Both of them are great. And
do you have any problems connecting your controller to them?
I had some old school PlayStation 4 controllers that was just literally collecting dust. And I haven't bought the new Xbox controller that can connect through Bluetooth. I'm still working with the Xbox One controllers. I'm not gonna hold you.
I ain't mad
so,
at you.
Yeah. They durable. Shoot.
Oh yeah.
They still work. Shoot.
They're still doing their thing. So I just connected the PlayStation 4 controller up, one upstairs, one downstairs, and it works just fine, man.
Awesome.
But the latency could probably be a little bit lower if we weren't connecting through Bluetooth and we were connected through Wi-Fi, but it gets the job done.
Mm-hmm. Y'all, so because I know usually when I'm playing through cloud, like, you know, if I'm using Wi-Fi versus direct connect, I can definitely tell the difference. So even when I'm like using my Steam Deck, like I make sure that it's like plugged in I got a dock for my Steam Deck. I make sure that it has like the Ethernet port plugged in when I'm streaming. Only when I'm streaming it through dock like that, and I just kind of play it on a, you know, but. Yeah, I just hope that even with this whole thing with NVIDIA, that they can, you know, you can clearly see like progression and growth with it, but I definitely want it to get better. And I hope that there's way more game support, because even today, like, you know, we have a huge library on cloud, but it's not everything. And I would love for them to get to a point where everything's on cloud automatically. Like, you don't even have to second guess or check whether it's on cloud. So.
No, I agree with you on that one, because Viking was telling me the other day, actually he wrote it in his article, that he had realized that Minecraft was not available to be played on cloud. And I was surprised by that, because Minecraft is a huge game.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's surprising.
But when I checked, the only options that they have on Game Pass is the PC version, the Java and Bedrock version of the game. So they can't, you know what I mean? Since it's running on some Series X custom builds, they don't have the PC version to be played on it. So yeah. Even he said Diablo is also not there either, but I haven't checked that yet.
It's not.
So yeah.
So CHAREECE and Boogie, when y'all play Diablo, y'all playing it natively on your Steam Deck, right? You're not using any of that platform you told me about, the app you was telling me about. You're not.
I am the CHAREECE isn't.
Okay. I'm playing it through the app, so I'm technically streaming it through my Xbox.
I got it. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Again, this is why they need to increase the cloud gaming. That way, everything is on cloud gaming. Because I do use the cloud gaming on my Steam Deck, which is awesome because you don't have to use this less battery and all that good stuff right there.
Yeah,
not enough space. Yep, hard drive space, all that. But and I don't know if they like their titles are added to it, but like other titles are not as added to it as much as Xbox titles are. So again, that's one of the reasons why I bought that app, the way I can actually stream my games from my Xbox on my Steam Deck. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I didn't talk.
Go ahead. My bad.
It's hilarious because you started the whole thing like Dougie and I are the only ones that play, but
I did do that.
So I was looking because it looks like you have to create a GeForce Now account to do this, and I'm still trying to figure out how, because it says it's going to be a prompt to ask you like if you want to play via xCloud or GeForce, and what I'm thinking is that you have to have a GeForce subscription, but it's integrated through Xbox. You know what I mean? Like not
like somewhere you sync your accounts together and you can kind of. I mean, I'm guessing. This is pure hypothetical. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Assuming that you would sync them.
Like the same thing. Yeah.
Like with Epic Games, it's kind of the same thing, and so does
EA.
Right, exactly. So.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's how it's happening. So if you don't have one, you got to go and make a GeForce Now account and all that stuff. I don't know if this also means that we're going to be able to play all Xbox Game Pass games via GeForce Now. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's all games. I think it's whatever games that you own through like the Xbox store.
I see what you mean. So if you like, if so they're detecting that you own it, you can choose what platform you want to.
Yeah, I don't think it necessarily means that like everything in Game Pass will now be playable through.
I see.
Yeah.
NVIDIA.
Yeah, I think they just want to give you a different option of like how you want to play. If you want to play it on the custom Series X, or if you want to play it on because they have 3 different tiers. They have the free tier, the mid tier, which is like you can get up to 1080p and 6 hours of gameplay on the GeForce Now. The ultimate tier is also $20, but you get a chance to get priority access to a rig that contains a RTX 4080 card in it. And you can play up to 8 hours and stuff like that. And you can get up to about 240 FPS on your games too. So
that's crazy.
It's cool because like you don't have to. I think that's what Stadia had the problem with. It's like you don't have to rebuy your games, right? I think that's what the whole benefit is. Like if you have the game on Xbox, you can play it on NVIDIA GeForce Now. Stadia had a problem where like, okay, you had to rebuy your library if you wanted to play it on Stadia.
Yeah, because it looks like you're able to go into. I'm just trying to like look as we're talking about it so that I don't say anything false, but like it looks like you're able to go into a free NVIDIA GeForce Now account and link your Ubisoft, Epic, Steam, Xbox games. So that should be interesting. I'm gonna link them all and then I'll try to play on my Steam Deck, see how that works.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out as soon as this show's over. Yeah. I'm super curious.
I think we talked about it too because this was one of the big things that was stopping the merger, right, over in Europe, was that they wanted cloud services, right, to not be all through Microsoft.
It was looking at a hypothetical that like, what if we're in a world where there's the only thing you have is cloud? Then who has the biggest benefit? So that's why Microsoft's like, we'll bump it, we'll give it to Ubi. Like that's not where we're trying to close this deal for, at least right now. You know what I mean? So it's like. I don't even know why they focus so much on that. We can talk all day about what happened in that case.
Oh, wait,
she's about to talk about it.
We're about to talk about it. You might have to.
Oh no, okay.
Out a little bit.
All right.
Well, so let's see. As you know, 2 weeks ago, Microsoft did some price changes to Game Pass. If you were in our Discord, I had to ask for a chart because I'm like, I don't feel like reading right now. And somebody found a nice little graphic for me. Thank you. But this week, the FTC came out and I don't even know how to put it. They're disagreeing with it and are about to file like a case against it in the long run. They're saying that this is what we warned against back last year when we were trying to stop this merger, and Microsoft has now disregarded the words they told the judge, the words that they told us, and have changed Game Pass to make it worse now that they have they own Activision, all that stuff. So,
what was it when PlayStation did their price hike and Netflix and HBO Max? And
and speaking of Netflix, just like talk about how they finna cut off the cheapest one, even though I ain't got that plan because I ain't got
that plan either.
Y'all all got Ultimate. Y'all all got Ultimate.
Yeah. Did you see the meme or the reply? He was like, "Who's been paying $11.99? Like, where is that?"
Like, if you're gonna get on Microsoft for raising their prices, get on everybody else because I am tired of paying extra for Disney Plus. I'm not cutting it, but I'm just letting you know I'm tired of paying.
Right, because you know that's coming next.
Of course. Yeah. Like, I'm so glad I went ahead and bought that year's things at that city in place.
I'm telling you. But when everybody, Xbox don't warn you. You better go get some year subscriptions to Ultimate before August 1st.
Yeah. So, does anybody feel like this is going to be another court fight? Because I forgot, Microsoft has responded, and they have said basically that. Hold on, let me go back to it because I put it in our Discord. That basically that them putting Game Pass putting Call of Duty in Game Pass does not reflect a lesser value to Game Pass since with the cheaper tier. Since with the cheaper tier you can't get day one games, but they feel like that we did not lie to the judge.
They feel like they didn't decrease the value because they put live with standard.
Yes, because they combined those two features.
Yeah, they combined those two there,
But I feel like they always said, they always make it ambiguous when they reply to those type of things, right? Like they always say, like, we don't see doing that in the foreseeable future. That's like
right. It's vague. You can't lie in court like that.
Right,
like, otherwise,
right. Which is like. That's the answer you give because we don't know what's coming.
Right.
So I can't give you an answer because if something changes, then my answer changes.
Yeah, and that's why, you'll notice that CEOs, leads and stuff like that rarely talk in absolutes. They can't guarantee anything. They can't say, "Oh yeah, this will never do this or this will never do that." I guarantee it because they can't. Yeah. That's anything could change. And you don't want to open yourself up to litigation.
That is true. But they also, honestly, they probably should have waited to raise the price a little bit longer. Not as soon as Call of Duty drops, but first of the year, first of next year. Just give they should have let the just a tad bit more.
It wouldn't have mattered. They would still get the same letter. It wouldn't have mattered.
This is true, but at least it would have. We everybody else is raising their prices. We had to do the same.
And they probably wanted to do it ahead of Call of Duty coming out too. They want to get people in there, so it kind of entice you. Hey, Call of Duty's coming out on day one. You want this Ultimate, right? Because that's ultimately what they package they want you to pay for.
To me, the value is definitely on Ultimate. It's like there's no way to. You can put it up against the other ones if you want to, but you could clearly see where the value is at. For sure. And so especially if you use all these services that, especially with the cloud, like we just talked about, it's like if you use that, you definitely, that's the tier to select. Because I think cloud is only available with Ultimate, right?
Yep.
That's the only one.
At PC.
That's why I was surprised that it
is not on PC.
It's not on PC? Oh, see, I don't know. I don't have anything but Ultimate.
No, it's on the little graphic you asked for.
And I didn't read it. I just
damn.
I just saw Ultimate on the price, and I was like, you know what? I don't even know how much. Like I told you, I don't even know how much it costs. I was giving my daughter the price for it that it was 2 years ago. I don't know.
I was the same way because my dad was telling me because he pays monthly for Ultimate, and I was like, oh, it went to 19, right?
Yes.
And he was like, oh, well, I was only paying I think he said 17 or something like that. And I was like, oh, I thought you were paying 15.
Me too.
That's how long it's been. So he was like, no, so it's only like $2. So I'm cool with that. And I was like, But even my dad is like $2. I'm cool,
Well, what trips me out though is that it's like, they just had this deal with Amazon with the stick and everything. And I'm so surprised they don't have like a cloud only tier for just that. To me, I'm like, that would be so fire. Like, all I want is the Fire Stick, and I just want to be able to use that Fire Stick, and that's it. I'm not interested in anything else. I don't care about the PC. I don't care about console.
Right.
So they just need like a cloud tier.
Mm-hmm.
They can call it Game Pass Cloud or something. I don't know, but
they definitely should. And it should be like $10 or cheaper as well. I think it should just be ready to go.
Only cloud. You don't get anything else but just that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was weird. That was weird.
Especially if you want to play like single player games or like small indie games on there.
Right.
That would be butter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. You know, we gonna see.
Because the way it's right now is like if you can at least get maybe 1 or 2 games a month, you know, that'll kind of total up to the $20
for itself.
Yeah,
right. Let's be fair. Like even with the price change, the value is still there because come on, these games cost $70 a pop.
Exactly.
That's why I try to sell it to the parents, and it's like wow, because you know what ends up happening is that like because the kids' friends are on the PlayStation ecosystem, they go to that, but they're like. If that wasn't the case, they would buy Xbox because the value is so much greater there. You know, because as a parent, but we do need a family plan because I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that until the wheels fall off. Like family plan, Xbox family plan.
Yo, my daughter said she's never getting off my Xbox account because
you got the booter off yourself. Like, look, man, you got a job.
Right.
You got a job.
Change the password. Boom.
I do not want to hear that phone call.
Oh man.
Yo.
But yeah, like if you're a parent and you're able to utilize Game Pass for your kids, like even for my kid, I tell her, she's like, "Oh, I want this game. Is it on Game Pass? Because you can get it. You get it. It's on Game Pass. Right. So,
yeah. I don't know. Is that FTC? I'm sure.
I think they're wasting money. Like you guys are just
man. They at this point, I feel like they just running around in circles because it's like. It's
we're trying to look like we're doing our job.
Yo, I'm sorry. Did you see this comment over here? I just want to pop it out real quick.
Oh my God. ma'am, I need you to go and get your clothes out the dryer right
now.
Oh man.
She was listening in. That's weird.
Oh my God.
That was my daughter. Yo, she got mad because I said I was gonna kick off Game Pass. She already told me she's not leaving.
Right? I don't know. She getting froggy. It sounds like she want to be off Game Pass.
Hey, well, tell us something. But yeah, so we're gonna get into our tidbits because that was all the topics because I knew we was gonna chat a lot during this during this show today. So we're gonna get into our tidbits, and I only have 2, and they are very contrasting. On one hand, Halo.
You didn't talk about esports for the Olympics.
Oh yeah, I did. Which is why we were born in the wrong generation. Why we couldn't have been in Olympics. Like I'm sure Lady would have loved to get a gold medal in Call of Duty. Like that shit would have been awesome.
Now with these cheating ass motherfuckers online,
I get around the corner and everything, huh, Lady?
But
pornos and all. What I can't compete with that.
But yes, the Olympics, they have an esports
what a time to be alive, man.
I mean, I think it took them like far longer though to bring esports into the Olympics than it did for them to bring like X Games sports into like, you know.
Yeah, it's like I've been playing video games since I was 5. It's like I've been prepping for this my whole life.
And now I'm too old.
I don't know if they have an age limit. I don't know. That's just bad.
I mean, like I don't know, like I'm gonna tell you the real. Like our reflexes just aren't as good. You know what I mean? Like,
but hey,
I want them to be, but you know.
What would be your esport game?
Ooh. What would be my esports game?
What would be your esports game?
It would be. Do they have a list? Wii tennis.
Okay.
I'm a mop your ass in some Wii tennis or Wii bowling.
Lady,
I'm for real.
What would be your esport game?
You already said it.
Call of Duty. Okay, my bad. Call of Duty.
Right? Right? Multiplayer.
Right? What's your esport game?
Hard.
It's tough because I'm just thinking there's no game I can compete esport wise. Like I'm thinking of like shooters and like these kids, dude. There's no way.
Wow.
Okay, look at this. Is if we had the hand-eye coordination of a 12-year-old.
Okay. If I was to pick one, I'd want to be for like Valorant or a shooter or something like that as well.
Yeah, I would be like, I would want to pick Halo or something like that.
I was gonna say
fighting game.
Yeah, fighting game would be
You know
sweet.
what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay. I see. I'm just the oddball here. You know what? Mine would be SSX Tricky.
Ooh, I used to love that game.
Right?
yeah.
That would be
That's a
mine.
throwback right there.
Yeah,
Fire.
that would be my esports.
That was one of the best. Oh man,
The very
Man,
best.
I was in college and like we would listen.
All you can hear out the door, Tricky.
Yeah,
I think that's why we like want like skate and shit to like be something, you know, because it's like we had so many of those like X game type games, you
Tony
know.
Hawk and all, like it was just like wow.
Right.
Yeah.
What happened to that? What's that game? That game that Ubisoft came out with, Republic. What was it called?
Riders Republic.
Riders Republic. Yes. So people play that. Like, is that a big?
Yeah, I played it. It was womp womp.
I don't know. They're still doing updates for the game. I don't know how big.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a while, and I guess I need to go back because like we went back to 2042, and 2042 plays how it should have played when it came out.
It's always that way.
You know,
it's always that way.
But I say it's such a disservice to the game. You know what I mean? Because it takes so long to gather that audience back when you know, come out as a shit pancake. You know?
And I think Forza will be a good esports one too.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mario Kart.
Rainbow
Road, Rainbow
Road.
Yo,
Rainbow Road got everybody.
That'd be high.
I can't do
Yeah.
it.
Man,
Yeah.
the amount of cutthroat in that game.
Yes.
Look, we
I keep trying to get y'all back on there, but y'all ain't trying to play me on the
tell
Rainbow
Mario to
Road. That's
upgrade the game.
That's what I would
Yes.
just assume.
Where's Mario Kart not at? Where Mario Kart not at? Then we can talk.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I've been saying.
I mean,
Yeah, because I bought that game on the Wii U, like, and they said we gonna drop the deluxe. I'm like, nah,
right.
boy. Nintendo real bad about getting you to pay full price for a game multiple times, and I was like, y'all ain't getting me this time.
No.
Yeah, and you know, media crickets on for Nintendo. It's like they don't say
I know,
nothing
right?
about none of their price stays.
Yeah.
None of their price cuts.
Nope.
It's
Which they don't have.
Yeah, next console we gonna get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Right.
Like
Ultra
Deluxe
Deluxe.
Plus.
Yeah.
Ultra
Deluxe
Deluxe. Yeah.
Mario
I mean, but
Kart
Sony
8
does the
was
same thing too. You like,
Yeah.
okay, so now we done got The Last of Us. The Last of Us won 5 times. Like,
ooh,
not
listen.
exaggerating. And then what we gonna have? The Last of Us 2. I think we're on the
Last
third
of
one.
Us 2 remastered of the remaster.
Yeah. Director's cut.
You know what? I can't comment because I done bought Skyrim like 4 times, so I'm
But
sorry.
look how old Skyrim is though.
Yeah, right.
It's so
Like,
good.
remember when she got us to play what was that? Elder Scrolls Online? I was like,
It don't count. It don't count.
What
'cause
is
it's the
this
same.
shit?
Right.
I'm like, yo, do we load into the past?
Kinda.
Yeah, it is a bit dated, man. Like,
Yeah.
Kinda. But yeah, so in our esports streams, you know, this is, I'm sorry, but I don't know if they're gonna air it, and this is gonna be next year when it's actually gonna like compete. So we got time to practice.
It's probably not even gonna happen because it's in Saudi Arabia.
Look here, I didn't want to mention that part. You know,
I don't know why. That's the
everybody
biggest
hopes and
part.
dreams
That's
up.
the biggest
because
part.
it's
of
kind of
investment.
depressing. Like, why are we still talking to these people? But of course, they got money in it.
They got a ton of money in video games, and that's the only reason why it's gonna be there.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
way too much
They
money.
put a lot of
and
money into it. Yeah.
Some folks might.
and
need
it's
to
like
watch
hilarious. And I'm mad that you're not even talking about this part. Like in the article that they're like, the princess or whatever over there is like, yeah, all these girls are getting into esports and da 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, but they can't go to school or drive and shit. Like,
Look here, it's
Dropping the real.
Mm-hmm.
she's not
we're
wrong.
just not gonna talk about that. Like,
We can
Gloss over that part. Like that.
yeah,
because
because that's how it was. And I was just mad reading the article because they like show the girls like playing the video games and shit. I'm just like, y'all painting this picture that we all know does not exist.
Not at all.
Right.
Not at all. But yes, like Boogie said, the esports competition will take place in Saudi Arabia next year. And even in the article, they mentioned how their human rights are not up to par with the rest of the world. So again,
What about that? They got to do something.
yeah. So even though we're here mentioning
It was just like a gloss over, like,
the game
yeah,
that we would play, half the people on this panel would not probably be able to play that game.
Yeah.
Which is they have not stated how they're gonna, you know, implement
gotta
any
figure
rules
it
with
out,
that. Will the ladies be able to play in this league? Like they don't mention any of that yet. So I'm hoping they haven't like finalized the rules, because if it gets to the point where they actually cut out 50% of, we are here, ladies do play video games. I'm hoping it does not take off. Like, because I know nobody is gonna, get upset about it. But I'm hoping that the simple fact that if they do say that women cannot play in this league because it is being held there, that the other male players will actually, because this is the only way it's gonna do anything, will actually stand up and be like, hey, we're not gonna play unless they are able to play also.
Right.
You have to hurt them in their pockets to actually get anything done nowadays. And if they do not go to Saudi Arabia, and if they do not participate in this event, then that is how you start some way going to make change to it. So I'm hoping that, because it'd be cool to like 10 years from now, hey, what you got your gold medal in?
Yeah,
I think playing Halo.
Yeah, I think by then, 10 years. I mean, I think it'll be looking at a different location, and maybe that'll be considered. But it's the way it's presented here. It's like ethically, it's so many problems, with the way they have it, with the whole limitations and whatnot, that they're just, it's like they glossing over, afraid to say what we all see.
Right.
Yeah, because we know, like, usually wherever these events are usually going to be held, the nations usually kind of try to put on the front of, hey, this is what it really is when you come here.
Yep.
So they sweep a lot of that under the rug. Even like places that have like tremendous poverty, they'll move that population of people to somewhere else.
Oh, Supernova, you said that, because I used to for the longest time, I used to always be like, I want to go to Dubai. But then I found out how bad they treat their people, and I was like,
and they even import the labor force over there from other countries and mistreat them as well.
Remember the World Cup? Was it World Cup last year? Where they were like hiring all these people to come, like build the World Cup stadium and stuff. And then you found out like people were literally dying to build this stadium.
Yeah. So it's a tremendous event, like the world loves, but it's definitely sweeps under the rug a lot of the negative things that we suffer from, and even like specifically like this is not a good thing, but StarCraft 2, I used to love watching StarCraft 2. I used to try to play StarCraft 2, not professionally. I'm pretty ass at it, but this Saudi Arabia competition is like the only place that they're actually making money, right? So it's like if they didn't have this, the whole scene would be gone. But at the same time, it's still in Saudi Arabia where not everybody can participate. So it's like I'm happy to see StarCraft 2 finally getting some love, but at the same time, it's like at what cost?
Right.
So it would be nice for them to stand in solidarity with the ladies and be like, hey, if they can't play, then we can't play. But we'll see if that happens, man. For a lot of them, this is probably the most money that they've ever seen while playing video games, so I don't know
anything likely, like the most money they've ever seen for anything.
Like even in this year, like they're having outside of the Saudi Arabia thing, it's like Street Fighter 6 is having like a $1 million tournament coming up. And this is money that most people are not used to seeing, especially in gaming. So and now they're having esports in the Olympics. It's crazy to see this. I would have never guessed it as a kid, because my dad was telling me to get off the game. He could have been that guy
all the time.
I could have been him.
Hey, our kids could be Olympics athletes now. I don't know how just saying. But yeah, real quick, lady, can you get our super chat for us?
Sure can. $5 super chat for Bunty Wadwan. GWG just got up and the screen is full. I'll listen later. Have a great day. Enough respect, ladies and gentlemen, today. So thank you for that.
Thank you, Bunty.
Yeah. Let me see. I had a tidbit. Concord, is that the name of the game? It's game related, but it's a tidbit. Do you think it's gonna be DOA?
I've heard so many.
Yes or no?
I've heard so many things on that game. Like I'm literally gonna have to play it just to. I think I'm gonna have to play it.
I've had so many mixed too. Like I don't trust no more, because it's funny because like
y'all played it.
No, I had y'all played it.
Supernova and Black.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have we have some people. I'm not a huge fan of the Overwatch Lite, I guess, but we have two people that are in our Discord, Inferno and Jizzle, and they play those heavy, right? So I kind of trust their opinion. But they're like on polar opposites.
So straight opposite.
Inferno is like, well, the game has like a ton of potential, but because the game looks great, but they need to do, some balancing and stuff like that, and the gunplay and whatnot. And that's what's really important to me. I don't care if it looks, great. Like I want it to play well. And then the brother is like, no, it plays like dog shit, which is crazy because he's like graphics. Like he wants things to look pretty. So the fact that he's saying that even though it looks pretty, he don't want to play because of the gameplay. That makes me think that the gameplay is bad.
Gameplay is king, though.
But I'd like to hear what you guys, your opinion of the game.
Scale?
Sure. I think the core gameplay overall is pretty good. Honestly, the game itself to me is actually really good. It looks great, plays great, sounds great. They're trying to build a whole world up with these characters and everything like that. I think, to be honest, I don't have too many cons about the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not like, and I play like 5v5 hero shooters. It has its own unique aspects. The characters have unique quirks to it. The guns are unique. It has all its own things. But
oh god,
that price tag is I don't think it's cool.
It's like $40, right?
40.
How much?
40.
How much?
So it needs to be free to play, is what you're saying.
It needs to be free to play.
I heard that too.
The market, I think it's the market should dictate that. You got all these other hero shooters that's free. Like who? Yeah, that's a tough.
The finals, the first Descendant, X Defiant, all those are free.
Marvel Rivals coming soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't be putting mid behind a price tag. I'm telling you. And you can't put mid behind a price tag and be exclusive to like PC and PlayStation only, because you're really hurting yourself. AKA Helldivers 2.
Wait. It's not on Xbox?
No.
Wait.
PlayStation game.
I just like we saw it on the PlayStation.
And as soon as I saw 5v5, I blanked out. But yo, are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yo, the home of the shooters, and they shoot.
Yep.
The shooty box. It don't got it.
It don't got it.
Yo, I legit blanked out on this.
And that's a bad thing. Like Scale and I, we both played Foam Stars, man, and it kind of had the same treatment. At least with this game.
Wait, y'all play Foam Stars too? So hold on. How was Foam Stars?
It was tight.
I thought it was a good game.
You know what? I feel like we need to check when they heard
nobody play that.
Yeah, we need to check when they play and see if we can trust their opinion.
Oh, you
we play everywhere.
I play everything everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so y'all just not talking about games. Y'all play them as well, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I just had to check because there's some people like that.
That's why we played Foam Stars, because we didn't have anybody else around us to play it and get an opinion from. We had to people ourselves.
Is it like what's that game that's on Nintendo? Is it like Splatoon? Was it
not? It's kind of, but not really. Like they even tried to make the statement that it's not Splatoon, and it's not. Truly, it's not the same game, but it has that. It's the only game that's similar to that, but it doesn't even play the same. It's different for sure.
Oh, okay.
It still has like some like small things like painting the map your color to give you some access, and you charge up on your color, blah blah blah. But it's just that it didn't have the community to play it since it was only on PlayStation. Right. It was like, hey, if you but nobody really showed up and showed out to play it. I thought it was a pretty decent game.
So do you this makes me think of everything, like, so do you think that that's going to always be PlayStation's problems because they have never really tapped into that market? They always going to have that issue of getting people to jump into those type of games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Outside of their typical single player action adventure type games.
I think oftentimes they get stuck on the walled garden that they have. Like they have their product and they want to keep the product to themselves. So they're like, hey, we're PlayStation, we can convince people to come over to our platform and play.
Apparently not.
Period. And it's starting to seem that that's not necessarily the case on some of these games. So back to the Concord, like I actually enjoyed the game as well. Like I think that the $40 is kind of crazy given the lay of the land right now. You know, everything's free. And Marvel Rivals, which has a cast of people
I forgot about Marvel Rivals.
Aren't they having a what's name soon? A beta or something like that?
Actually, today, a little bit later, a little bit later, you can request access for Marvel Rivals. I think it said at 2200 UTC today.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we said this during the showcase, in the PlayStation showcase, because it was like, or the what is it, PlayStation?
Yeah, pay to play.
Thank you.
Because they didn't have a showcase. They didn't have a showcase. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Because they showed both of those. Like they showed that game, and then they showed Marvel, and it's like Marvel. You already know the characters. You don't gotta be like, oh, dang, I'm playing as Spider-Man. Boom, I'm playing as Hulk. Or I'm playing as like you. You don't even have to think. Like you already know the Marvel characters, so they're gonna have a problem with trying to compete with that.
Yeah,
the price point is gonna probably be an issue.
Right. And real quick, like Delilah, like you were talking about when you were playing the first Descendant, right? And you said that you don't have an ultimate attack, and you know you're just kind of doing your thing. Concord is pretty much the same, you know what I mean? And when you get on Marvel Rivals, they have those powers and stuff that you can use. Right. But then they also have team up ultimate attacks with the people. What? It makes sense. Like
that's fine.
Yeah, if I'm Rocket Raccoon, right, and now he's like a healer on that game, and Skell plays Groot. Mm-hmm. Right, I can hop on his shoulders, pause, and like I can heal him, and he could be doing this thing, and then we can just do a combined ultimate.
That is so dope.
For free, and then the skins is gonna be nice. It's just a
and it's with characters you only got to think about like what does this person with this gun do, and let me learn them and their personality if it resonates with my
exactly, and you have people that's saying that's like Guardians of the Galaxy Light is
come on.
So why would you want to pay for Guardians of the Galaxy Light for $40 when you can go to Marvel Rivals and play the actual Guardians of the Galaxy for free? The actual ones.
Right. That's how they market it. That's what it looked like to me. And I think that was like the first thing I said. I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be like playing like a Guardians of the Galaxy type.
Before they showed it was a shooter, like a hero shooter, I thought it was gonna be like an action adventure game. I was more on board with that than a shooter. Right.
Yep.
So I was game for like a dope story with like something that Sony's known for, with just like the narrative beats and stuff like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So for them to go hero shooter, which I understand why they're trying to chase that bag, because they don't. If you think about when you do the comparison with what Microsoft has, with their first-person shooters, their Western RPGs, like they're what else I want to say here? With the multiplayer shooter games and stuff like that, it's like Microsoft got kind of those on lock now. When you think about like the plethora of titles across the quote unquote big three, like Nintendo has, they big on their IP and nostalgia and stuff like that, and the demographic that they target. PlayStation use the narrative based game. Like it's like you can easily look at each platform and see what they distinctly cater to, and it's like PlayStation trying to do Helldivers 2. What's the Concord? Oh yeah, we're trying to jump to that bag. It's like, but Microsoft has built up that multiplayer bag for the longest time with Live and with Halo and with Gears. It's like I feel like they're gonna have a tough time. So making this game free probably would have did bangers.
The game needs it.
Yeah, because even Helldivers, because that game wasn't free. Was it Helldivers 2?
No, it wasn't.
It just surprises me like how bad that dropped off.
But it was so good.
It started good though.
You know why? Because they closed themselves into that PlayStation PC box, thinking they was going to let them numbers run. When I specifically said, like, look, they need to bring this to Xbox. People from PlayStation were asking them to open it to Xbox, and they choose not to do that. That's why it is what it is. Now, I won't be surprised if a couple of months down the road they can be like, oh, now we're gonna open it on Xbox. Type of shit. But that's their downfall. They gotta open up to all markets if they truly want to be successful in gaming. I don't care where your game at. I don't care what kind of game it is. It cannot be in a single box or closed off and risk of losing potential customers.
So do you think you quit that to like that's the reason why Call of Duty is successful, because it's accessible everywhere? Is that how you look at it?
Yeah. Mobile?
Yeah.
But what about Mario? Because like
Nintendo
has their
different.
See, I hate when people say that because it's like
it's not different because they got people playing Nintendo games without messing with Nintendo. If you catch my drift, so it's gonna be everywhere.
I mean, my thing with Nintendo is that they're not multiplayer games though. Like the thing that you're dependent on with multiplayer games is having people to play, and if you're not playing across systems now, you're just not going to have the audience. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I got a question. What okay, Concord is $40. What would be a price point that you would pay for it? Free. Besides free, like you had to pay some money for it.
$20.
20.
Yeah.
$20.
So like $20. Yeah.
And
then on top of that, they can still recoup. You know what I'm saying? If they want to charge from the front and $20, and then let me pay some like $5-10 for a battle pass of some sort.
But you know that's not how it's gonna be. You're gonna get in there and you done pay $40, then they're gonna tell you we want $20 for you to get a bundle, skin pack.
Yeah.
And then we want you to pay $20 for the battle pass.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like we were playing to try to see, like, hey, is this game worth $40? Because that was their opportunity to show us like the skins, the gun buddies, all those things that's supposed to get me hype about potentially spending some extra money. It was none of that. It was like, hey, we're gonna unlock all the characters. We're gonna give you a couple maps. We're going to give you 2 or 3 different game types, and that's it. Like, you weren't really unlocking much of anything.
So
and if you were unlocking,
how many game types was there? Because I mean, you just mentioned like how many for Concord? How many game types? How many modes?
6 total, I believe.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like there's modes inside of modes too. It's kind of strange. Like there's 2 total modes, but then in the Rivals mode they'll add like 3. So the Rivals is the host mode, and then they'll have like 3 other modes inside of the Rivals mode type of thing.
Okay.
So it depends on the map, I believe. It'll change the mode up.
Oh, so you do have like King of the Hill. I'm using Halo terms. I'm sorry. So you have like a Capture the Flags, King of the Hills kind of thing.
Well, this is what was interesting is that they had a search and destroy type. Like you planned, they had an open bomb, and it was team against team to grab bomb and take it to a site and plant, and the other team had to defuse, and it was single elimination. I really enjoyed that. I'd never played a mode like that with like a hero shooter. And that's why I was saying with this game, like it has potential to be something. Like truly, I'm not even joking. Like it could be something, but paying $40 on top of paying battle pass, on top of paying skins, you got me fucked up, dude. I'm not doing
PS Plus. Don't forget PS Plus.
Yeah.
You gotta have, you gotta have
multiplayer. Yeah.
Not doing it, man.
Y'all know I need to dust my PlayStation off.
I did too.
I thought I was the only one.
Nah, I always have to dust mine off. I think I dusted it off for college football because those are only on consoles, and that's the only thing I can play it on. And there we go. Let me getting ready.
I thought you were gonna do something, but I'm not gonna do it.
All right. Any other tidbits?
I feel like I had one and I forgot because we had this long ass conversation.
What y'all watching? That's a question I want to know. Like, what y'all watching?
House of Dragon. Can we talk about that?
Of course, obviously. Yes.
House of Dragon. I think last Sunday's episode was the driest episode of the whole season.
I haven't even started it yet.
I don't think it was the driest. I don't think it was the driest, but it was like, well, for one thing, can y'all watch the fucking show?
Who's y'all?
Hey, no, that's my bad.
Who's y'all?
People who ain't seen it.
He said if the shoe fit.
House of Dragon is one of them shows that if you do not watch Sunday or Monday,
you kind of
you spoiled by Tuesday.
Spoiled by Tuesday for sure. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna spoil the show, but I think that there was a lot of groundwork laid in the show.
Yeah, I like
it. But the last episode was huge. The one before that, so if it's not gonna be like that every time, you know what I mean? Sometimes you get a show that'll be like bam, 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 but they're not gonna do that. There's gonna at least be one.
This was a consequences episode.
Consequences of your actions.
People opening their eyes, seeing that they really got shit on their face, stuff like that. So
face got cracked last Sunday.
But yeah, I like that. I also just finished Barbecue Showdown on Netflix. I love barbecue.
They just dropped the new season.
Yeah, they dropped a new season on July 4th, on the 4th of July, which 3rd of July, I think, which was perfect. But I don't know. I love smoking. I love barbecuing. Like, there's something about cooking on fire that I think is just like, I don't know, like ingrained in us, I guess is what I want to say. So I don't know. Yeah, I love it. That was one of my favorites, and every season is great. I mean, if you don't know the people,
I'm like, ooh, child.
Yeah. If you don't know the two people that are the judges on there, have been in barbecue for so long, especially the woman, I can't remember her name right now off the top of my head, but she has been in barbecue competitions since like I was watching on like Discovery, you know what I mean? When Discovery had, all their food shows and stuff. So like way back in the 90s, this lady was like the only lady doing barbecue back in the day. So that one, also the Emmys put out a bunch of their nominations. A ton of animes were out there. Like Blue Eye Samurai is nominated for best animated video.
X-Men 97.
X-Men 97. I mean, it was a great year for animation for sure. Blue Eye Samurai, like I loved that show.
I cannot wait for next year. I can't wait.
Oh my god! And I'm gonna say it because it took me forever to get all of them to start watching it. But once they watched, they're like, "Yo, this is it."
Yes. Also, Fallout 76 got nominated for quite a few. And
Fallout is life. Fallout is love. Fallout is everything. I'm about to get a tattoo of Fallout.
I guess we can talk about the tidbit that CHAREECE had, which was
Halo got canceled. Wow, Fallout.
No, what's so funny? I'm okay with that because the way the season ended, I'm like,
surprised. Okay, cool. I'm so surprised you're saying that because
you know what? I get it.
Just that you're like, you seen the writing on the wall.
Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this. This is one thing I would say is this. I'm okay, cool, cancel it, fine. I just hope another network pick it up. Because to me, I've always had issues with the way Paramount was doing things. I would love for Amazon to just grab the bag. I would love for HBO to grab it. I would love for some other network who's going to willing to invest the time and the money into keeping the helmet on.
Yeah. Well, my issue was like there was other things, right, that like made the show not very Halo. Besides that, it wasn't like it was only that. Like there was.
I'm gonna pick on that.
No
part.
issues.
It's easy, but yeah, it was other things.
You know what I mean? Well, that's what I'm saying. That's like low hanging fruit. So
like the bootleg blue team. Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah. So I would like someone else to pick it up, which I don't. It very much felt like we need to get a show out, and the only person that wants to pick it up is Paramount, so we're gonna let them do it. But now y'all don't let them do it. Injustice, and we're probably not gonna see another Halo for 10 years.
Yeah, man. But I'm hoping that with the success of Fallout, that.
But see, they typically have contracts where no one is able to pick up that show for a while. So there's that too. You know what I mean? So it depends on how.
We don't. I mean, Paramount. We don't know, right? Like we have to wait and see. But I just pray because y'all love Halo and it's too much lore for it to just sit like idle to me. Like it's too much there. It's too much ground they got. Like
I think we'll see a Gears show before we see the return of Halo. We'll probably see.
I'd rather see a Gears movie versus a Gears show. I feel like Gears it's that rinse and repeat. Like it's hard to really kind of, to me, tell deeper stories outside of like the personalities of the guys or whatever. Right.
The only reason why I disagree
we fight locusts, right? So
the only reason why I disagree with you is because I feel like video game adaptation has had a harder way to go in the movies than shows. Sure. It seems to be able to be adapted better in the show series than what's the name?
For sure.
Movie.
Because you have more time to tell the actual
story. Right. Like even if they did it, which I'm getting tired of, 8 episodes, right? Like fuck, please stop giving me 8 episodes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would rather have 8 episodes than a movie.
I'd rather have 8 good episodes versus 20 mediocre mid episodes. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, what's that? 8 episodes is equivalent to 4 movies, roughly? Because 2 hours a movie. So it's like 4 movies. And to me, I feel like now with Fallout, they set like a standard.
Oh yeah.
And so, oh man, I just hope. I mean, I'm okay with this, with what happened with Paramount. That's fine. You know, I thought the way they did the second season, I liked it way more than the first. I love the way they ended the second season, and I felt like, okay, you finally got there by the end, and then now the show is going. But I'm still cool with it.
That's what you were saying, Phil.
Yeah, I said the same exact thing.
We finally got to where I wanted the show to go.
Same.
And then it's just,
God, I'm like,
See me,
that
I
last
didn't even
episode was fire. That last episode.
I didn't even finish season 1, and now like I was trying to get to there because everybody was like, "Man, season 2 is fire," and I hadn't gotten a chance to watch it at all. So I was working on season 1.
I'm talking about season 2 is so much better than season 1.
See,
like on all fronts.
That's good.
But it kind of kills it for me now because it's like I don't want to get my hopes up and go through season 2 and just to get to the same point that y'all at and just be like, well, I don't know if I'll ever finish it.
No, look, Supernova, like it's short, so just burn through it. It's super short. It's not even. It take nothing. Trust me.
I'm gonna have to take the plunge then, because I'm curious, man. I love Halo. I grew up with Halo. Like that was my jam, man. So I'm just really bad about finishing shows. But all right, I'll get back to it.
I guess that's all the tidbits.
I'm trying to think if I got anything. Oh, don't forget, next week you got Wolverine and Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah.
Already got my tickets ready to go. You feel me? I hope y'all ready, because I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna go early so I don't have to see people.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same.
After work, half shift. After work, half shift. Go to about to go to Walgreens, get me some snacks, and sneak them in my bag.
Yeah, it's Shakira's birthday, so that should be
happy birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Christmas in July.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Do the guests? Do you guys have any tidbits?
I don't have any.
You
tidbits.
watching anything?
Boys.
Go ahead.
What you guys go? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, my bad. We over here paying. But I just wrapped Sugar not too long ago. No show on Apple TV. They don't really be missing for real over there.
Yeah,
and
Dark Matter.
Yeah, Dark Matter is also a fantastic show.
For sure.
And last but not least, this is kind of like my guilty pleasure that I'll be watching. Naked and Afraid, man. I bring it up all the time.
Naked and Afraid, wow.
Yo, that show confuses me so much. Like, why is y'all naked out here in the middle of the woods? As somebody who lives in the country, yo, I have on shoes all the time. I step outside my door. Why is y'all naked? I don't understand it.
You can have anything crawl up on them, and y'all.
Thank you.
Almost, they do.
I've never heard of this until now. And
oh my God, Delilah, don't watch it.
Man, no.
My husband,
you gotta go watch it now.
Don't do it.
Naked.
I don't want to see naked folks. Like
it's blurred out.
Blurred out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They be out here struggling, man. They be like, all right, we got to get some food. Then they start getting cranky. They start arguing with each other.
Yeah, they start going at each other.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know what it reminds me of? Grimworld.
Oh my God.
Naked and Afraid.
What's that? What's Grimworld?
You know what Grimworld is? It is a PC game. It's like
like Lady Trivia actually compared that whole show to
no. Lady, did I survive the last game?
Everybody survived. Everybody did. You crash landed in the world. It's on PC and it's got an Xbox version. You got to start from the ground up. You naked. You
gotta tell them about the graphics of that game though.
The graphics are horrible, but they got good ass mods for that on PC.
Okay,
my support will do it.
It's like
so y'all all about to watch Naked and Afraid after this.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All y'all.
No, I'm not doing it. I can't do it.
I just put a link in the chat for Delilah. It's
Don't do it,
the
Delilah.
worst mistakes survivalists have made on Naked and Afraid. Watch that, and then you'll want to watch the show.
Delilah,
like, it's crazy.
Yo,
I remember there was one episode where this guy got bit in his balls, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Get blown out.
Yeah. They had one episode to where they was like in this muddy area, and like all the dudes was getting this nutria itch because the nutria rat would use the bathroom in the mud, and they would coat themselves in mud to not get sunburn, and all the dudes was getting some craziness going on.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
it's crazy the stuff that they have to run into.
Is this a game show or something?
I don't know.
It's a survival show,
right? Like they drop you off, and you get to bring one thing.
Yep.
And then you're naked.
See, Boogie know. She gonna put you on after the show.
I'm so mad at this.
It's actually entertaining, like, yeah. Because I told you, my mom, she was like on it. Like, now I don't do the, first 48 and shit like she be doing, but I'll do the naked and afraid.
Yeah, and you can learn some stuff too.
Right, survivalist.
No,
So,
I learned
is there anything else? Is there anything else?
As far as watching, I finished up The Bear. I love that show. They have season 3. Yeah. You love food, I think it's a watch.
Okay, so Black Skeleton, they had Maddie on the barbecue showdown on like 6th episode.
See, that's what they do. They always introduce like real cooks and stuff like that into the show as well. You don't even know who they are. You do know who they are, but like they're portrayed a little differently sometimes. So that show is amazing.
Yeah, I love The Bear. Yeah, because I'm like such a foodie. Like,
there you go. I'm telling you, if you like food, this will have you plating right and stuff like that on your normal meals. It's crazy. Make you appreciate that.
You need to check up me and LBOOGIE's Instagram because we got food pics all day.
Hey,
okay.
We know the food porn game. We make some nice plates. We'll make some nice plates.
But other than that, I finished up The Boys, that season finale.
Oh, we got the.
Yeah, I gotta
catch up. I gotta catch up, sir. Don't say nothing. I heard
finale is what I gotta do.
It's good. If y'all like The Boys, you'll like how it goes.
Did you watch?
Did you see how the IGN gave it a 4? And then
I saw that.
Back and they were like, "Oh, well, we gave it a 6, but we put the wrong graphic." I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I don't like IGN anymore, but yeah, I understand. I can't go off their ratings anymore.
I know. I'm just like, come on, you guys. Like, the show wasn't bad. Like, the show wasn't bad at all.
What was the prequel? The name of the prequel show, Boogie?
Gen V.
Did you see
Gen V?
It's not even really.
No, it's a part of it.
It's like a mid. So it's like after season 2, then it was Gen V, and Gen V rolls right into this.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to see whether he saw it or not. Like, I love Gen V.
Gen V was good too. It felt just like The Boys, but different little characters and stuff like that. And those characters do make their appearances in the new season as well. So it's cool, man. I like how they did that. And then they're going on the final season. Final season is going to be crazy.
Oh, I already know.
No.
Like all the people, all the neckbeards are going to be real upset. They're already starting to catch on now. They're starting to catch on that, I think they're making fun of us.
There you go. But yeah,
y'all can read the comic, because the comic, all this shit.
I've been seeing like videos of how the comics win stuff and the little differences. The comic is crazier, I feel like, which is crazy to hear.
Yeah, no, because that show's wild.
The freakiest superhero show ever, for sure.
Yeah,
I still gotta get CHAREECE to watch though, because I keep telling her she needs to see.
Please, I need you to watch.
I need to see you to see her.
I'm on episode 2.
Girl, I'm telling you, you got better be it right up. Man, listen, girl.
It's good.
It's very good.
But yeah, that's kind of all I've been watching. And I caught up on some anime and stuff, One Piece, and finished up My Hero and Demon Slayer and stuff like that. I'm anime head. So yeah, One Piece, best anime ever.
All right.
Yeah, all right. I said it. Yes.
No, we're not going to talk. We don't have enough time for that.
Yeah,
you're incorrect. You're incorrect.
That's okay.
I was gonna ask you about Demon Slayer though. Like, are you watching dub sub, and then are you done with the
sub only for me? I can't do dub.
I'm a dub man. I'm dub man.
Too.
I'm not mad at anyone as long as you're consuming the content. I don't care how you watch it, to be honest. And I also grew up like Full Metal Alchemist, DBZ. I watched that. I grew up on dub stuff, So, but once it's just the screaming in sub is better. Like their motivation and their drive to play those voices just sounds better. And
you can feel more of the intensity through the sub.
Yeah, I just. Like for me, because like I'm even doing like Audible now for books because I'm able to do other stuff, and like I'm a huge multitasker. So for me, dub, I can multitask and still enjoy the show. So that's like if I do sub, I have to focus.
I can't multitask. I can't watch it at nighttime because I'll fall asleep because I'm like I have to be. I'm focused when I'm watching it for sure. I'll take that little 30 minutes out and I have to lock into it. So I feel you on that for sure.
All right. Anything else?
Pick up our merch. I'm using our mug right now.
Amazon package 30. Let's go.
Right. Hey. All right then. So this is for our outros, and we're gonna let our guests go first. So please, again, introduce yourselves again and tell them where they can find you. We'll start with Skeleton, and they go to Supernova.
What's up, y'all? Happy to be here. Thank the GWG so much for having us on. Shout out to the Longhouse Gaming Podcast too. You can catch me on there Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I also stream on Twitch and YouTube Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern. Check me out, man. We on there. We out. Thank you guys though. I love being here. I felt at home.
That's how we would like it to be when people come here. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I go by Supernova. You can find me on the same Longhouse Gaming Podcast as Scale, man. 8 p.m. Eastern times on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Or you can find me on Twitter under Super_Nova Gamer, and even on our Discord too, man. You know what I mean? Just come chop it up on the Discord.
Slap the Discord on the chat. Slap the Discord.
You got it. You got it, Scale.
Oh, you got to send it to me because they're not gonna let you just.
Okay.
In private chat, Scale.
I got a quick question, like, because I know we do our podcast weekly. What made you guys decide to do twice a week? Because that's a lot. Like
that's a great question. I feel like we just still trying to find our way, man. We just landing on stuff. Like it was like, hey, how about we do it a couple times a week these days? You know what I mean? To try to see, because we didn't want to have the show on when too many people are having the show, so we kind of had to find an open space to see if we can,
okay.
I think that's what it came down to, was finding the open space and not like have to compete
with us, right? Yeah. But I'm just saying, like twice a week that's just, to me, it's an interesting cadence. It's either I've seen it multiple ways. I've seen the daily ones, like every day is a show, and I've seen it where it's like once a week, like ours, but then like twice a week, I was never like. Sorry, I just said.
Yeah, it's working right now. Who knows? It may change later. In the future, but right now it's twice a week.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, I guess I'll go next. Delilah HD here. You all know you can follow me on Twitter, Delilah_HD, or on Threads, Delilah_HD. Catch me right here on GWG. Thank you, Supernova and Black Skeleton, for being here today. We appreciate y'all. Tell Black Viking he better show up next time.
Oh, don't worry, we're gonna catch him on the flip side. You better
okay.
We're gonna catch him. Yeah, we're gonna catch him.
We definitely enjoyed you all being here, and thanks for the insight and the commentary is great. I love you all show. So yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, LBOOGIE.
All right, I'm LBOOGIE0208. As you all should know, y'all can find me pretty much everywhere with the same name. Xbox, PlayStation, Instagram, all that good stuff, Threads. But I don't know, y'all, try not to be so angry, right? I feel like every time I open Twitter, it's just people with loud voices.
Selection year, man. Everybody's uptight right now.
Yeah, so chill out. You woke up today, you got all your faculties, it's a good day. Other than that, touch grass, and wash your hands, wash your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Lady.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for hanging with us today. Supernova and Skellington, thank you for coming by. We really appreciate you guys coming through. Black Viking, I hope everything's okay on your end. I will talk to you later. And then you can check me at Lady Infamous 415 all across the board. We're doing Path of the Goddess today, and maybe something else. Maybe something else tomorrow. It depends if I got my plans and stuff done today. Thank you, chat. Y'all been amazing as always and forever and a day. I love it. I love it. I love it. We'll see you guys next week. Oh, and I just want to shout out everybody who voted for the BIPOC Awards. The voting has been closed like a week now, but I just want to say on behalf of GWG, Thank you for voting for us because we appreciate that. We appreciate it from every one of y'all. And see me on the flip side.
All right, everybody, it's your girl CHAREECE here. And again, I want to thank our guests so much for coming through. This has been an awesome conversation. And of course, y'all are more than welcome to come through. Next time, you have your boy come through with his horn so we can put him to work.
Don't worry.
But we understand
to work.
You know, I was ready. Like I had my card is right here. I was ready.
I was ready.
And y'all can jump in on a Tuesday, drop in on a Thursday, and you know,
drop in.
You know what? Just for missing, GWG, he's gonna have to work.
Yeah.
But yes, again, and on that Boogie was saying, wash your hand and wash your ass, please. Also, wear deodorant. This is the South.
I mean, right? It's hot outside right now.
Dove, Debris, natural baking soda,
and
right
for
guard.
our, bigger ladies, whatever, even our bigger dudes, lift them rolls up, scrub up,
Get in there.
Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed to lift up some rolls and get in the creases, because if you don't,
them man titties up.
Okay, or just regular women titties. They got you go.
If your thighs rub together, put some in there because that shit hurt.
They got all body deodorant now. All right,
I'm just letting you know.
Y'all are hilarious.
Because it's con season and people don't know. People ain't learning. That's what I'm hearing.
Ma'am, I'm leaving here to go to a family reunion. So my folks need to go wash their ass.
Okay.
Really quickly, for those of you who noticed that we're not on Twitter today streaming, that is because Elon has put a paywall up and we can no longer stream to Twitter unless we subscribe to Twitter Blue.
Premium is what they call it.
Yeah. Elon.
Elon sound like, pay me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what he's been doing the whole time.
All right.
He's like, I'm gonna give you a piece of shit car, but still pay me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I finally saw a Tesla in my neighborhood. That shit was going so slow. Like, dude, you got this car, go faster.
Yeah, I hate when I see that. Like, why are you going slow in a Tesla?
Like, go. I'm like, so I had to, anyway.
Yeah, I can't commit to all electric. I just can't. I want a hybrid. I still my next car is gonna is probably likely to be a hybrid, not so much all electric. I just can't. Can't justify it.
And I heard that Tesla just fired their whole segment of the people that's doing the charge stations around nationwide.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's crazy.
So that's my biggest concern about the electric cars is can I put more electricity in it and how much of it
well, you can. They got it now where you can hook it to your house.
Yeah,
but it's like you gotta come home every time.
You want to know that you can buy an electric vehicle, and I can go on a trip to Atlanta from Virginia and be able to get there.
Yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel you. I do want to do all electric, but we need better infrastructure.
Right. Exactly.
We need some more people to invest because I don't want Elon to be the only place to get a fucking vehicle.
Well, yeah, they got. I mean, everybody's competing now, right? I mean,
Rivian.
Not really. Rivian's cars are so fucking expensive. Who's able to buy those? Like, are you really trying to make people adapt, or are you just trying to make something that you can get the most buck out of?
I thought every car manufacturer right now has an electric car. For
every manufacturer does, but every manufacturer is not the same. That's like saying,
And they all got universal plugs now. So like they agreed to all have the same plug, so you don't have to worry about whether it's compatible or things like that. So I've been looking at this.
Cars have different plugs.
What?
Yeah, cars from Korea, cars from China have different.
I'm talking about United States. The United States has a universal plug.
I mean that everybody's not gonna buy a US car though.
I'm gonna go to China, get my car, and then come here and then can't plug it in. Like real?
No, man.
What do you mean?
Toyota has a different charger.
I thought it was like I thought they agreed to have like if they have a different charger, there's a adapter.
Yeah, that you buy that's separate.
Okay. Well,
no, I'm for real.
You're right. I mean, you're right. It's cool. I'm just saying that, like, I thought that every car manufacturer now has an electric car, at least one in their lineup. So it's not just Tesla making electric cars. Is what I was getting at. And so
I guess where my gripe is that I don't want to have one type of option, because typically when everyone says, okay, we did the check mark to have an electric vehicle, it's their smallest vehicle.
Right. And it's ugly. It's quite ugly. Yeah.
Right. So I want more options.
Feel that.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, we went on a tangent.
It's all right. We always do.
Typically do.
Whole show.
Yeah.
I would say.
The tangent podcast.
They should catch the pre-show sometimes.
Right.
But yes, again, this is your girl CHAREECE, and we thank our lovely guests so much for coming through here. Y'all are more than welcome to come through any other time. If y'all just want to, drop us a line, we'll see if we can squeeze y'all in. We usually can. But yeah. And to our chat, thank y'all for coming through.
Yes.
Thank you for Bunty for the super chat. And we'll see y'all next week.